Hello and welcome to Proud to be Acadian, the Acadian Festival's video blog. Today here with me is Marcelle Comeau, and she'll be speaking about Old Photos of Clare. Can you tell us a little bit about the history?
Old Photos of Clare was started by Elaine Burke. She had some really nice photos of her family, and with the opportunities that Facebook provided and Facebook groups, she started putting some of those photos on a Facebook group. People started to join and people started adding pictures, and pretty soon Old Photos of Clare, 4 years later, we're up to 3,200 photos and over 2,000 members in Clare and outside Clare also. These photos are all really old photos in the sense that we ask that the photos be older than 30 years. So they tend to be beautiful black and whites. Some were taken with brownie cameras, so that a lot of them are not by professional photographers, but they really show a way of life that has disappeared or is disappearing in Clare.
Can you tell us a bit about types and categories of the photos?
The types and categories of photos in Old Photos of Clare. We have one main criteria, and that is that the photos be over 30 years old. And those tend to be black and whites, which are just wonderful. We have a lot of school pictures, whole classrooms when the schools were le grand board and le petit board, the younger and the older kids. We have a lot of family photos. Those were taken by photographers, and it's really wonderful to see the clothing and the styles that those photos have. We have a lot of activities, either by children, how the children used to play in those early years, the activities by adults, how the adults worked and how they had fun. We have a lot of examples of wonderful old styles of homes in Clare. We have a number of photos of the fisheries, examples of the blessing of the fleet, stock car races. We always find it really amazing the number of people that are captured in these photos at any of these activities.
Can you tell us a bit about the gallery?
Back in February of this year, with over 3,000 photos on Old Photos of Clare, and quite a few beautiful postcards from Janine Saunier. Janine Saunier has a really wonderful collection of postcards from Clare. And when I saw all those, and members started putting comments like, oh, there should be an exposition, or, you know, this is really wonderful. At the same time, I was working with the Wilson Collier Committee, and we had just finished an exhibition of the Collier photos in Matagan, sponsored by the Western County Regional Library. And all those photos were also taken in Clare in the 1950. And I thought it might be a great idea if a small group was interested in coming together and putting together an exhibition of those three things, the Janine's collection of postcards, Old Photos of Clare, and a few of the Collier photos that were taken at St. Mary's Bay, Baie Sainte-Marie. So I contacted Elaine and Janine, and they were more than willing to work on this, and the rest is history, I guess. We are going to have an exposition of photos at the Trécarré at the Rendez-vous de la Baie. We contacted the Conseil des Arts de la Baie, and they had already planned a folk art exhibit of wood sculptures by Donald Boudreau, and they were quite willing to let us work with them on our photo exhibit. So we will be exhibiting really those four things all at the same time at the Trécarré. It's going to be having its opening at the start of the Acadian festival, the Festival Acadien. It's going to run for the whole festival, but it's also going to run for 2 months. It's going to be at the Galerie at the Trécarré for August and September.
Is there something else you would like to share?
There's one more thing that we're hoping to accomplish, because a lot of people don't have computers or are not on Facebook and would have a real interest in these photos. We're hoping to have a slideshow running all the time on a monitor at the Trécarré and perhaps in several other places. We haven't quite worked out the details yet. We've been working with Larry Peach. Perhaps we'll have something in the Interpretive Center. So the Rendezvous is a really great place to come and have a look at all of this, have a bite to eat at the cafe there, come and look at our exhibit, and we hope you all enjoy it.